Welcome viewers. We want to look at the fourth method of solving quadratic equation. We had our quadratic equation of the form x squared plus 6x minus 16 equals to 0. Now, we have done the three methods. We want to look at the fourth method of the graphical method. Now, this equation we have to draw it, and that's why I've drawn my table. I want to fill in this table for these values that I have here. Now, I have 9. I have looked at the x from -9 less or equal to x, but less or equal to 3. That is the range of my values of x. And that's what you can see from -9 to positive 3. Now, let me fill in this table so that I can use this table to draw a graph. We have -9, then x squared is this one, then 6x, you can see it from here, then -16 in this here. Now my 0 becomes now my y here in this case. I want to find the values of y after I have added. X squared is -9, but x squared is -9 times -9, or automatically to bring a positive 81. Then this one -8 will bring a positive 64. The same that comes here 49, 36, 25, 16, 9, 4, 1, 0, 1, 4, 9. On this other side, 6x, it will bring 6 times -9, it will bring minus 54, minus 48, minus 42, minus 36, minus 30, then this is minus 24, minus 18, minus 12, minus 6, this is 0, this is 6, 12, and this is 18. Now, for this -16, it does not have a value of x, therefore it's a constant, and these values will remain across my row there. -16 or across for each box. Then from there, now I need to find the value of y. The value of y we are adding, because look at the equation here. This equation is telling me that I need to add x squared plus 6x minus 16, and therefore I will start adding from x squared, not from x. It's from x squared, 6x minus 16. When I add these values, you add here, you will get the negative and negative are the same. Therefore, you plus 18, you will get 11. This one you will get 0. This one you will get -9. This one you will get -16. This will give you -21. This is -24, -25, -24, -21, -16, -9, 0, and 11. Now, I have filled my table, and I want to use this table to draw the graph. Now, I come to the graphical side to draw that graph. Now, I'm going to draw y, x, this is x, and this y. So, this will be on the y-axis, and this will be on the x-axis. Now, let me come to my graph here. My x-axis, I've chosen my scale so that in this box on the x-axis, one big box represents 2 units, and on the y-axis, this big box represents 5 units. And this is my line of x-axis, and my y-axis is on this side here. Now, if I draw from my graph there, -9, which is at the center between -8 and -10, -9 is here. Then 11. 11 will be, you can see 10 is there, then 1 is there. And therefore, this is my point, -9, 11. This is the following, we will follow to be -8, then 0, which is, of course, you are seeing on the x-axis. Then you fall like that. This is -7. From there, you will get -9. You draw all the points up to the last one, and you can see my last point is 3, and then I can see it is 11, and I've drawn that graph, and therefore that's what I've written here as y equals to y equals to x squared plus 6x minus 16. And that will give me the graph of that equation. Now, how do we solve? How do I use this graph to solve my quadratic equation that I had earlier? X squared plus 6x minus 16. You can see where is the x-axis? This is the y-x-axis. Now, if you look at y equals to x squared plus 6x minus 16, and I was given 0 equals to x squared plus 6x minus 16, you can see that this part on the right hand side is the same. They go to the same value, and therefore, what is y? Meaning y equals to 0. What do you know about y equals to 0? Y equals to 0 is the x-axis, and therefore, if it is the x-axis, I will draw a line here from horizontal line on the x-axis and see where it will cut this curve, this line here, which the curve that I've drawn. Now, where is it cutting? If I follow from this side, from the left side, I will see that it is cutting at -8, and then on this other side again on +2. Therefore, I could say that my values of x are -8 and +2, and this gives me the solution of the quadratic equation that I had here. And that's how to use the method of graphical method to solve a quadratic equation, and that you get your answers as 2. So therefore, that becomes our solution. This becomes our solution. Thank you for watching.